Hello, this is Bridget with Divine Essentials. Okay, guys, so I just finished the activation. I had to take a nap after I did the Galactic Akashic Records video where I just talked to you guys about the Galactic Akashic Records. I had planned on doing the activation right after that, but I got really nauseous and tired, and I think that's because I did 2 hours of a live instead of an hour, and then a whole other, hour of a video. And when I do these things, I'm like channeling, you know what I mean? So when I answer your one-on-one questions like that, it's kind of like giving you a reading without the cards. You know what I mean? There's some questions that I kind of don't take, but I'm still giving you an answer from perspective that's, different. And a lot of times the information that comes in, or the things that they give me to say, is coming through from spirit. So it's like I'm channeling in a certain way when I do that. And then when I do these videos to talk to you about the Galactic Akashic Records or about whatever we're talking about, I'm channeling a lot of the information that comes through then. Because even I say stuff in the video that I haven't thought of before, or I haven't, connected with before. Tonight was the first time I really pieced together that information of the cloud being the Akashic Records. So a lot of this stuff that comes through is divinely guided to me to come through. So it can be draining to do hours upon hours of connecting with spirit, especially without eating or taking a rest in between. So I've been eating and resting, and now the activation is done. And that was definitely intense. I feel like people are definitely going to enjoy it. We opened the Galactic Akashic Records through the Vortex. So if you're somebody that's new to Alcyone Light Healing, or you don't know what the Vortex is, I might have you watch that video first, which is in the beginning of level 1, where we just talk about the Diamond Light Vortex. So you can understand how it looks or how it is, because there's 3 diamonds. There's the top diamond, the middle diamond, the bottom diamond. You're in the middle diamond. The bottom diamond is in the earth, and the top diamond connects with the information of your souls, and it connects with the light of Alcyone. But you can also use it to connect to the light of Source, or you can also use it to connect to the Akashic Records, and then bring a pillar of light down through the center of the vortex into your crown and bring you the information of whatever it is you're receiving. So that's how we access the information, or that's how we, connected to that information, and we leave our physical bodies, we leave our limitations of the physical world, go up through that pillar of light through the center and into the Akashic Records. And when you get up there, you're going to have a choice of either looking at the big, huge, computer generated wall, because it's like a big computer screen, or you can go directly to the server. Okay, so you can think of the pillar of light as the server that holds all the information, and the big screen that is the computer screen that shows you what the information is. And some of us need to go to the screen to see it, to connect with it, and to have it, it's you Google by thinking what the question is, or some of us can just bypass that and go right to the pillar or right to the server for the information by sticking our hand in and allowing it to download, integrate, and come in energetically, to your cells and DNA. And then for a lot of it, I let you guys be open to receive the information that you need to receive. So if you see a symbol, or if you hear a word, or you see a picture, or you feel something, or whatever, I wanted you to be able to just connect with what you're meant to connect with without having a specific thing. And then we went into asking a couple of questions, and then I gave you some time to just connect on your own. And at the end, I let you decide if you want to stay up there and you can walk into the screen and, go see an oversoul life. You know what I mean? If you connect with an oversoul like Mother Mary, or you connect with an oversoul like Isis, you can have that come up on the screen and then walk right into that screen, right into that life, and experience things there, and see whatever you want to see there. You know what I mean? You can ask to see certain things, or to just see something from that experience. And then you can do that for your own lives that you've lived directly. And you can do that for other people so that you can read their Akashic Records. But for the most part, that's going to be when they give you permission to do so. When they ask you, like, specifically, hey, will you do a reading for me? That's them giving you permission to access their Akashic records and to go in and walk into their screen, you know. But other than that, you don't want to just be like willy-nilly walking in and out of people's lives unless you feel really connected to something and receiving that information for a particular reason. Then you can do it, you know, in accordance with the will of the I Am Presence, if you think it's going to serve them in some way, or if there's something that you really need to learn a lesson about. It depends on your intention, and that's something else that we activated tonight. It was like, you didn't get activated to go in unless you were in integrity, you know, and that you were going to come from your heart space. Both of my dogs are acting like jerks right now. They're fighting over each other. Like, I'm trying to pet them both equally, and they're not letting me. They're not coming from their heart space or their integrity right now. So that's what we need people to do to go into the Akashic Records, is to make sure you're coming from the heart, you know, coming from a place of compassion and love and understanding that sometimes you might receive information that's not the best information that people want to hear, or that you might see something for yourself that, you know, whatever, but you're safe no matter what. You can't be hurt. There's nothing to be afraid of. I think sometimes that's what limit people, is that they're afraid of what they're going to see, or they get nervous about what they're going to see. And there's no reason to be. It's just like watching a movie, you know, like, you may have lived it, or it may have been something that was kind of sucky, but it's not going to be like zombies and the apocalypse coming out at you. It's going to be something that was kind of like, oh, that sucked, but I lived it, I got through it, I'm still here, so I must be okay. And even if you passed away in another life, you're limitless. You can't die, you know, like, your physical body can leave, like, you can end that lifetime and leave that physical body, but you're not going to ever be done completely. You're still going to go on, and you're going to excel and, you know, expand each time. So, like, this lifetime you may be remembering way more than you did in the last one. You may be accessing way more than you've ever done, and it's just going to keep getting better and better. You're going to keep evolving, you're going to keep ascending, and you're going to keep expanding. So whatever you've been through, know that you're still here, you're still doing good, and there's nothing out there that you're going to see through a meditation or, you know, accessing Akashic records or anything like that you should be like, oh my God, because there's really nothing to be afraid of. And it's not that big of a deal to be like, oh my God, I can't do it. Anybody can do it. You just have to trust and believe that you can do it. Okay? So, you know, don't set yourself up for big, huge expectations either. Don't be like, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to see a whole movie and blah, 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 blah. Like, if that's not normally how you connect, normally you see, like, a vision of, you know, a couple of things, or normally you just get, you know, a word or a symbol or whatever. If that's what you normally get, that's probably what you're going to get in the Akashic Records too. So, you know, just know that exercising your gifts and practicing and going in more than once, or trying it in different ways, like sometimes you might want to try doing automatic writing, or, you know, bringing that pillar of light down through the vortex for the Akashic Records information into your crown to write, or to speak about it, you know, do trance channeling, or do channeling the way that I channel sometimes, where I just pick a topic and talk about it. And I usually do automatic writing before I talk about it, so I will get, like, key points that I need to talk about, and then I talk about those key points, but I expand upon it a lot by letting Spirit kind of guide the communication that's coming through me. So, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Hopefully that helps you to get ready to prepare for your activation, and I will see you on the other side. In Munay. Namaste.